Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Same Fire Society. I am so happy to have you here. So this is kind of gonna piggyback off a reading I did not too long ago where I was talking about a dream I had walking across a person who kind of had like a vampire essence. And they just said to me, I've been waiting for you for a long time. And I was watching, I've never seen this movie before, but it's a 2013 movie and it's called Dracula Untold. And I've never seen it before. And I was just like cooking and watching this movie. And I like stopped dead in my tracks when the end came about. It's about the protagonist in the movie, the main guy in the movie, having such a huge heart, but he has to become, part demon or vampire or whatever to defeat the bad people in the world. And because of that, he loses the love of his life. And he becomes immortal because he tried to save his love by, I believe he tried to turn her into a vampire when she was dying, and it didn't work. And then his son, I don't want to ruin this, so skip forward if you don't want to hear this, but it's just important to the energy that I've been feeling lately. And the son says, basically his heart was so big and he saved so many people, but because he was a vampire, there's no statues of him, there's no nothing of him, there's no history written about him. And that, his son was his legacy. And then the end of the movie comes about where, and it also says, when your heart is, he also says, when your heart is so big, your soul goes on for lifetimes, life after life. It's infinite, basically. And not talking about your physical heart here, but your heart center, like your heart chakra, right? Your energy center. And then they are in an outdoor shopping thing, and the main character is walking by and he hears her talking. He hears his love talking, and obviously this is her born again. And basically he's been waiting for her forever, and she doesn't quite recognize him, but he knows exactly who he's seeing. And then he says her favorite poem, which was their wedding vows in the last life, right? And that goes, why think separately of this life than the next when one is born from the last? And then he says to her, it speaks to the longing of souls for the other. And I just had like full body chills, because I really feel like this is how somebody, listening in here is going to come across. Somebody has this feeling, or something like this is going to happen to somebody listening. And for whoever this is someone who has most likely had a deep longing for love, but it's actually been for a specific person, right? Your entire life. Like you've maybe doled it down to, I'm in love with love, whatever, but since a very young age, excuse me, you've had a deep longing for another soul, not knowing that's what it was. And that's if that resonates, it resonates. You're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, you're probably thinking of times where you were really longing, even in your youth. Okay, so just a very beautiful, very deep movie. That movie really speaks to twin souls here. Okay, and it also makes me want to say, sorry, I'm just trying to get comfy here. It also makes me want to say that this is going to be like an all-knowing in some way here. I don't really have, you know, in my eyes, I feel like I don't really have a deck that super speaks to this energy, and I have a ton of decks. I've been thinking about designing one myself because the energy that comes through with me, it's not the energy in all of these twin flame decks. So I love this deck I've been using this for the past couple readings, by MJ Cullinane, the Guardian of the Night Tarot. And it says, without darkness, there is no light. And it's just interesting how in that movie, he had to become the dark to keep the light burning, right? He was trying to save all the children from going to war. It's just very, very interesting, okay? And we've been kind of talking about this, you know, even with the Jesus energy and Jesus speaking to Mary in the Mary Magdalene movie with Joaquin Phoenix, that, you know, are you sure you want to walk this path with me? It's very dark. Like, you have to bring your light into the darkest dark of this earth, you know? And the last thing I really want to say with that and with this twin flame energy and where this comes in is, there's two things that are coming through. You know, this pure heart, not only heart and love for like a counterpart, but this pure heart, the way this protagonist in this movie cared to save the children, that pure heart is what this world needs. And that's also what keeps your soul alive, right? That's where all this unconditional love comes in, you know, and whoever I'm speaking to here is someone that just greatly, greatly cares about others. Maybe you've been in a position of helping people a lot in your life. Like, you've always strived to do that. And, oh, wow. And then Four of Wands. Wow. Very, very interesting. It's almost like, you know, your ships are coming in the sense that you have been so loving in your life that this is just going to be like your reward here, you know, having the love of your life here. There's going to be tied to some type of mission of, like, you know, I don't want to sound cliche, but saving the world in some sense, even if it's quietly, right? Let's just see what wants to come through. I pulled some random decks because this energy is just so intense, and it's not like so many decks here. So many of the twin flame decks are really like 3D centered. They're not really speaking to the magic and wonder of this type of connection, you know? And the crazy thing to think about, you know, the wonder and the magic, and to think about the things that we don't even know about this world, you know, things that are kept hidden from us, you know, like the moon energy, because we would ruin things, you know. We most likely have to get to this point where we awaken on our own, because, and you know, we slowly get crumbs of things, because it would just seem so crazy to us if it all came at once. So if you watch this movie, just think about this. If he were to come up to her when they're living this city life, okay, like in modern day, and said, you know, we used to be Vikings back in the day. We ruled, we saved all these children. I became a vampire and you were the love of my life. What would she think? she would never speak to him again, right? So you have to think about it in terms like that. Like, this protection energy that's been coming through is to protect us from not ruining our journey, in a sense, right? And then we have the Emperor. The owl speaks to enlightenment, you know, his energy. He was fully awake. He was immortal. He never died. He's stuck with the pain of waiting for her for eternity, waiting for her to come back. And not only waiting for her to come back, but waiting for the universe to bring them back together, because the world just keeps growing and growing and growing. So you got to think about the chances of actually coming across each other get smaller and smaller and smaller. Very interesting. And this is a 4 here. So just speaking to that protection energy as well. You know, we're kept from knowing things. I'm hearing for protection. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. I'm feeling the Year of the Rabbit drawn to white or yellow butterflies here for speaking to guides here, okay? So guides that are protecting you on this journey, and guides that really want to see this love come together, and they know it needs to come together under certain circumstances here. Divine Feminine energy. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow, and we have more owls here. We also have a 10 here, so there's a completion necessary for this serendipitous moment to come in here. Whether it's, you know, you could have met in the past and neither quite was awake to what this was. Like, you could feel the energy but couldn't quite explain it. Maybe came across twin flames but didn't really grasp, you know, the profoundness of this, and maybe didn't even get to feel the full profoundness of it, like the fireworks, like the combustion energy, okay? Because again, you guys were both being protected from this, because I'm getting, had you come together at that time, you guys would have went through a lot of pain and suffering, which could have ruined the connection. 6 of Cups. Wow, this is going to be complete emotional fulfillment, like that hole you've had your entire life. Like, look at the elephants here. Just, they look happy as clams. And it's almost like they're ruling over, like they have a kingdom of some sort here. Wow. I'm just seeing like the live action Cinderella and her at the end with the prince and them standing above the castle, and just her great love for the people, you know, and that's why this, all of this 4 of Wands came in for her. Like, her wildest dreams after what happened to her, right? I just got the chills, because her heart was so big, not only for, you know, for people. Oh my God, I'm getting like emotional, but for like animals too. Her heart spared no expense. The world. Wow, the world. And that's the grasshopper there. So just complete luck. I'm seeing 777. There is some type of abundance for you never letting your heart grow cold here. For you never letting your heart turn to stone. I'm hearing 9 of Cups. And this peacock energy just standing in all your beauty. Like everything you went through, you're never going to forget it, but you're just going to be standing in this awe and like gratitude for everything you went through. It's all going to be worth it, I'm hearing. And we have the Two of Cups and the two elephants again. Elephants could be significant on your journey or tied to something, some type of sign or synchronicity for you on your journey. Elephants are the gentle giants. They're so smart. They're very intuitive. Okay, and Two of Cups is another like twin flame card for me. And it's coming up here right under the Four of Wands. We have strength here. We have Leo energy as well. We have the Chariot. Wow. And it's at a 7 card, just as I said, 777, and the abundance, like new beginnings, complete new beginnings. This is going to be just wild, like a Cinderella story. It's going to be very unbelievable. Cosmic, I just heard. Cosmic. Oh, we have the Sun. We have the Sun and we have the Ace of Swords. Wow. I'm feeling there's someone here that feels like this love or this person is their son. And also this is going to be tied to happening. This new offer or new beginning here is going to be tied to happening at night here, I'm getting. Maybe there's like something to do with being night owls of some. Yeah, it's all they want me to say about that. There's some real magical energy tied to this, and the Ten of Swords. So obviously this new beginning is tied to a death of an old cycle here. This really couldn't come in until there was death, obviously, because it would have been ruined. It would have been ruined here. You had to be a bit awake. You had to go through a couple spiritual awakenings, a couple cycles here, maybe a couple dark nights of the soul, in order to be appreciative of this, in order to be very in tune with your intuition, I'm hearing, so that this didn't pass you by, in order to have strength in your discernment. It's taken a lot of patience. I'm just seeing the Temperance card as well. Oh, Judgment. Bottom of the deck. You are getting what you are owed here. You may have felt also like nobody's ever cared as much as you care about other people. Something to do with that here. And Spirit's just saying that the Judgment is coming for you. And the Queen of Swords. This is your energy. You have healed. You have complete enlightenment with this owl. Something about night. Maybe nighttime your guides come through really strongly here. You know your boundaries. You know, you are sitting in that unconditional love. I'm also seeing High Priestess energy here as well. Okay, I want to move to, this is such intense energy, like it's making me tired. So much is coming through too. I want to look at the Keepers of the Light, like who is assisting? Spirit, who's assisting on this? for the person or the persons that this is for. This might not be for very many. Who is assisting? We have Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Lilies could be very significant here, specifically white lilies. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. Okay, so specifically if you resonate with being a light bringer, and I'm getting, you know, maybe persecution because you've always been religious and just coming into like spirituality, and that really resonates with your soul. Like your soul feels alive with all of the, you know, everything that spirituality stands for. And you don't really have anyone around you, any support here. But Spirit's just saying to stand strong in what you stand for, and you're allowed to change, okay? Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Beautiful. You're going to establish a soul tribe here. You're ready for that. If you've been more of a lone wolf going through this healing and that's made it even harder here, your soul tribe is coming, okay? It's on the other side of fear. Your Four of Wands, you know, includes not just the love of a counterpart, but just like the, you know, your whole life changing for the better. Just a beautiful, loving life. Family, friends, counterpart. What else, Spirit? Oh, very intense energy, but I feel a very like calm and peaceful energy, like a blanket, like a hug over me right now. Almost like maybe you've been feeling this, like maybe you've been feeling really at peace lately, knowing that something big is coming to you. The Miriam, sacred vision. And look at its twins here, you guys. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Wow. If that's not the message, you know, with the soul being infinite, and like, it's crazy how love can continue across lifetimes like that. That you will recognize someone from the love you had from them in a past life. I mean, when you think about that, it's just complete magic, right? And we have Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit. Express your gifts. Like, don't sit on your gifts, okay? Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. This world depends on you answering your call, okay? It really does. Not only does the world depend on it, but the timeline of your happiest life, like the life you've always dreamed of, depends on that as well. Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. That is absolutely beautiful. Lord Shiva, transcendence. Rise up. Honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Okay? Like I just said, answer your calls, okay? Listen to what you're being told. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful energy. We have lilies here twice. So white lilies could be very significant. Could be one of those things that, you know, where you see and you are, it's like a wink from the universe, something like that, showing you that you're on the right path. And then we have white eagle, ancestor spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Okay, so what's something that's been repeated in your family line that you know needs to be healed? I mean, addiction is coming up for me. Okay, and then also, this is interesting for me too, because I am Choctaw Indian. I am actually registered Indian, and I actually have a direct connection with the last known like chief of their kind, Chief Greenwood LaFleur. And you know, there's really big shamanism to that, and it's very unfortunate that I don't know a lot about my ancestry there, or nor did I have anyone to ever teach me those practices, because rather than staying with what they were given at birth, they moved to religion and grew up in Deep South Bible Belt area, and this was lost. And it's heartbreaking, honestly, truly. That could resonate for you listening here as well. Let's just get some Andromeda messages from your guides. What are some other messages we may need to hear? Value inner contentment. True happiness comes from within, not from external achievements or possessions, okay? So I'm picking up on someone here that is going back and forth on if they should continue with something in their life, continue pursuing, and if it's not sparking your soul anymore, then maybe it's time to let it go. Your journey, your path is uniquely yours. Honor it without comparing it to others. Absolutely. You are your own person. I'm just seeing like a beautiful white horse here. A beautiful white horse. You are your own person. Cherish your uniqueness. Your unique qualities make you who you are. Embrace them instead of conforming to others' expectations. You know, and this is really important here, especially with calling in the love. You dampening your true self or your true soul makes it harder for your true love to find you. That's a very important message for somebody. That is very, very important. Being your true self helps people recognize you, helps the person recognize you. Patience with others. Did I say I saw temperance too? Just as you are on a journey, so are others. Practice patience and understanding with them. Cherish your relationships on the bottom of the deck. You know, sometimes we have to show the universe that we can really take care of what we have in the here and now. You know, to show that we're deserving of more as well. So it's like, you know, even if you have like a not so great car, but you show spirit here that you're going to find, you know, you're going to be gracious. You're going to find gratitude. You're, you know, even if you have what's called a hoopty, you're going to take the best dang care of that hoopty, and you're going to be grateful that you have a car to get from A to B, right? Instead of focusing on, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. It's being present in that gratitude that brings in the abundance. Being gracious in both good and challenging times fosters a peaceful and positive life. Okay. Optimism. We just said it, right? A positive outlook can significantly impact your approach to life's challenges and opportunities. Find the beauty in the ordinary. Absolutely. Learn to appreciate the beauty in everyday moments. It can greatly enhance your sense of wonder and joy. Humor and laughter. Laughter and humor can be healing and bring lightness to life. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then bottom of the deck, we have forgiveness. Forgive others not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Absolutely. Forgive and let go with love. Wish and pray for the best for others, even if they hurt you. That is what having a big unconditional heart is. Okay? It's not what others can do for you, but it's what you can do for the world, right? Okay. Let's get, okay, we are going to do the Twin Flame Intuit Oracle, but let's do some angel numbers for a little more guidance, because I love just giving, I love to see what the spirit guides like to see, that where we can heal and what we can work on in order to bring in everything. Did I not say completion? Completion, 999. Release what no longer serves you and prepare to embark on a new chapter filled with opportunities. I love it. It's so beautiful. Clarity. Here's that 4-3 again. Trust yourself and the universe to make the necessary changes to achieve your goals. Soon you'll gain clarity about your life's purpose. Just as you need to trust in others, the universe needs to trust you with what you're given, right? So you may be asked to do something without seeing anything in return for a bit, because you have to show your trust here, okay? So, and it really does take healing. You have to get to a certain point of healing to be able to take on these big things as well. Progress. You are making progress and advancement towards your goals. Stay focused and committed to your journey, knowing that success is within reach. Yes. Absolutely beautiful. Adaptability and prosperity. You are flexible and capable of facing changes. A message, when I was on my walk, a message about changes was really coming up. And since we're talking about optimism and finding the beauty and perspective here, and we've been talking about perspective, how amazing is it that we have the ability to change what we don't like, specifically about ourselves. We don't have to be stuck in an old timeline. We can shift, right? Can you imagine if we didn't, because I'm just honing in on somebody that maybe really doesn't like change. But think about that. Think about how to shift your perspective on that, because how lucky are we to be able to change? What if our circumstances were just our circumstances and there was no change available to us? Imagine it the other way. Perspective. Prosperity. Embrace your potential and welcome prosperity. You are making wise decisions and heading in the right direction. So much blue energy here too. Self-care. Practice self-care. Ensure you're getting enough rest and engaging in activities that bring joy. Somebody here has really been feeling the need to rest and finding a hard time doing that and finding the balance in that. And really, it's coming through really strongly here to rest at this time, to get as much rest as possible, especially if you're healing from something, okay? And we have balance. Maintain harmony and balance in your life to manifest your desires. And that includes with our bodies. Our bodies have to be in harmony as well. It all works together. We just had take a step at the bottom of the deck. So if you're still sitting on the fence about taking the first step here, Spirit's really saying to take that step. It's the only way you're going to know. Alignment, 111222. Your thoughts are manifesting rapidly. Trust in divine guidance and stay focused on your goals. Wow. Just beautiful angels here. I'm going to get one more. Expansion. Okay, Spirit said 2. We have 333. Expansion. Trust in your abilities and embrace opportunities for growth and expansion and grounding. You are reminded of the importance of staying grounded and centered amidst life's ups and downs. Connect with your inner strength. And we had the sun under here. And stability. Finding peace and balance within yourself. Very important. They are very much emphasizing balance here. You have to be balanced to clearly get the messages as well. Okay, let's get some love messages from your person's higher self. What does the higher self want to say? Let's see. Please contact me. I may not respond, but knowing you care opens my heart. What we are experiencing is part of a larger collective clearing. Don't feel alone because others are healing too. And this is true. There's been a big purging, a big clearing going on. I think you're beautiful inside and out. I see the light that radiates from your soul. You saw, if you've seen them before, you saw this too. It's kind of what helped you recognize this connection here. I wish I could say what I really feel. Someday I will, but right now I'm afraid to be myself. And it's important to be yourself so you guys can really recognize each other. I need you to trust me and believe I am working toward union with you. I feel your energy around me and I wonder, are you thinking of me too? I am not going to give into fear. I know fear is only an illusion. Absolutely. 999 here again, okay? So something is completing here. And I just feel like if this is a reunion or the first time even you're meeting, it is going to be like just like an all-knowing recognition the next time you guys look into each other's eyes. I feel like something flipped out, but I don't see it. Okay. Love like ours can change the world. We were saying that earlier. Oh my gosh. I love when that happens. If I could change the world. What else? Spirit. Okay, 2 more. I wish you could see that we are mirroring each other right now. So possibly what you're healing, they are also healing, okay? What you're struggling with, they are also struggling with. So you honing in on that inner strength and pushing through on what needs to be healed is going to help propel them forward as well. The universe brought us together for a reason. I'm discovering what these reasons are. And it may have just been that you guys needed a moment in time, a wrinkle in time with each other to slap you guys awake here. You guys may have both been living dead in this world, like, you know, not dead physically, but your souls were dying. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get some star cards, Astro, to close this out. What a beautiful reading. Can't wait to see who this resonates for. We have Virgo. Could be a Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Also says digest. So digest what you've been given so far, okay? Sometimes when, you know, there's a bombardment of signs and things coming in, it can be a lot to integrate what you're hearing, seeing, feeling spiritually and with your life of, like, you know, being dead to the spiritual world. Scorpio. Virgo and Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, 7th house, relationship. Same cards that came up in this deck the other day are coming up again. Uranus, change. So telling you to change here. Okay, solar, calm, clarify. Chiron, heal. Okay, you do the healing. Do the healing you're supposed to do, okay? Do the healing. Look at the two snakes there on the like wand. It's like a Kundalini awakening here. It's also a black and a white snake. So yin and yang, divine feminine, divine masculine. Okay, one more, Spirit. Come out. Here it is, 2nd house, resources. So this really wanted to come out, and I am going to read that one. Okay, 2nd house, resources. So like I said, what was coming up with, use what you have to the best of your ability right now, okay? To get, even if you're wanting to get started on something, use what you have in this moment and just start. Okay, your path will unfold and the resources will come to you in order to keep you going. Trust and believe in that. Okay, let me grab this book. I'm going to read this card to close out this reading. This reading definitely went a lot longer than I wanted it to, but that is okay. It was a very beautiful reading. Bottom of the deck, retrograde review. I believe you may need to be, reviewing what it is you truly want here. Okay, let's look at Vesta, Hearth. Okay. Vesta calls you to be a hearth fire, to share yourself for the benefit of all. See, the world is waiting on your gifts. We were talking about that. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. But still have enough energy left to live healthfully and give again another day. So like we were saying too, when you need the rest, it's crucial that you rest, because you're no good with your gifts unless your cup is full, unless you are rested. The 2nd largest and brightest asteroid between Jupiter and Mars was named after Vesta, oldest goddess of hearth, home, the family, and the center of a strong community. The fire in her temple was never allowed to go out, and the fire in the hearth of every home was sacred to her. She did not get involved in politics or the misadventures of the other gods. Action. Evaluate yourself and your life. Each human's task is to help reduce the total suffering on earth and increase the total joy. Your joy and suffering matter as much, neither more nor less than anyone else's. Do not burn yourself up for another's cause, nor withhold your warmth, but share what you have to offer. So that goes along with this Queen of Swords energy. You know where you need to stand. You know where the boundaries need to lie. You know where you can be open, okay? This is not a situation where you need to take sides. Come back to center, to the flame, to your hearth and your core values. Focus on the center flame instead of the personalities involved. Remember what matters. Find that deep calm within. Light a candle with a prayer and use it to bring your focus to the center and let the rest fall away. Then decide, advise, and operate from there. It may be time to take a retreat, a chance to clear yourself, clear your energy fields, cleanse your environment, reclaim your temple. If a relationship is truly of value and important to your soul, the person or team you're involved with will honor your process. Challenge. Vesta warns you to share yourself rather than sacrifice yourself. Your hard work at holding the situation together may be ignored or taken for granted unless you know your worth. Gift. Find the temple within, the place of quiet safety where you can tend the fire, and carry the sacred temple with you always. That is beautiful, you guys. That is absolutely gorgeous energy. I'm just gonna get a couple charms. Okay, butterfly. The owl again, 2 butterflies, and the angel wings of protection. Absolutely beautiful. You are becoming the butterfly. You are becoming this enlightened being, and the world needs you. All right, my loves. I hope this helped you. I hope this gave you a little bit of guidance and helped strengthen your intuition. I love you very much, and until next time, love and light.